Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the boardroom. What is this, episode 5? The new semester. Welcome to Teal's spring semester, everybody. It's good to be back. We got everybody here, but we're missing somebody. I don't know who it is, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So, as you can see, we got a little bit of a different scenery in here. It's a little bit more bright, a little bit better. We're upping our production value thanks to Teal. They wanted to keep us on, so thanks to all you guys that are watching. So, on my left here at the desk, we got Levi. How you doing, Levi?
Meh.
That's
Levi.
This is how we bring back the spring semester, ladies and gentlemen. So, Meh, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
You're all right? All right, so we just came back from New Year's break. How was it? Was it good?
Busy?
Busy. What'd you do? Work?
No. Seasonal job. I don't have to work. In y'all faces.
Alrighty, so coming up next, we got Ethan. What's up, Ethan? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you, John?
I can't complain. So what did you do over your New Year's break?
Pretty much hung out with friends, played laser tag a lot. I worked at a drive-in over the summer, and so our laser tag's open year-round. Okay. Free access for employees, so I took advantage of that.
Jeez, that's how he gets his track practice in, right? That's what I would do, at least. My name is John Ganiear, your host for the spring semester here at TCTV. This is the boardroom. I came back from New Year's break, just like everybody else, started the spring semester off on the right foot. Glad to be back. I had a really good break, and we're just gonna get right into the next person. So, Keegan, welcome back. How are you?
Not bad.
Not
How
bad.
are you, my guy?
As I said, I'm pretty
Yeah.
good. How was your New Year's break?
Wasn't bad. Did a lot of working. Met up with a bunch of old friends from home.
Where'd you work?
Worked at a McDonald's.
Mickey D's. What did you have at Mickey D's while you were there? Any food? Anything you want to share? Or any stories you want to share?
Well, being able to work there, I work closing. So Monday through Friday, I get there at 4 p.m., leave at 1 a.m. And whenever I leave, I can take and make as much food as I want.
I could say that. I can't say that for Dairy Queen. I get a 50% discount, and I can't take a fry, or else they would cut my limbs off. So that's pretty good. So Tim, coming over to this side, we have a couch now, ladies and gentlemen. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. So how was your New Year's in Florida?
It was nice and warm.
It was warm. What'd you do?
For the most part, Florida's an expensive state, so I just hung around at the house. Hang out with a lot of friends. My grandma, of course. Went to the beach, a little drifting. Yeah.
Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
returning to the Boardroom Podcast, we have Jamir Mitchel. Jamir, how are you? Where have you been, man?
I've been living life, doing things, dog.
You're just doing things just like the rest of us, right?
Yep.
So what did you do over your New Year's break, and how was it?
Honestly, it was pretty boring. I was really lazy.
Really lazy.
A lot of video games, man.
I
what can I
feel
say?
that. Awesome. So, I mean, what are you looking forward to this spring semester? And are you going to be sticking around here on the boardroom?
Oh, I am, of course.
Awesome.
Never let you get
Everyone's
behind.
glad to hear that. So, moving right along, we got Evan. Evan, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty well, John. How you doing?
You doing pretty well?
Pretty well.
Pretty well. Awesome.
That's not pretty well. It's pretty well.
I'm doing pretty well too. So we got everybody here. We got everybody back together. How was your New Year's break, and what are you looking forward to this semester?
My break was pretty good. Hung out with some high school friends. Went to a New Year's party with them, so that was pretty fun. I'm just looking to have a good semester. Have some fun. Hang out with you guys. Track season kicked off.
Awesome.
So trying to do my best.
That's awesome. Now this is season 2 of the Boardroom Podcast. Stick around. We got a lot more for you. Now that we're back here at the Boardroom Podcast, we like to start things off a little bit slow, but then we're going to get into the funnier stuff a little bit later. So, starting from that side, Evan, what is one New Year's resolution that you're going to try to keep this year?
To better myself every day.
Better yourself every day. What is one thing you want to better about yourself?
My health.
Your health.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a bigger guy myself, what can I do to better my health?
I mean, you're looking pretty good shape, John.
That's why I love Evan, guys.
I just gotta say.
He could have said a lot of things, but he didn't.
Maybe cut back on the Twinkies and the Little Debbies, but I know that.
Those are a couple of my favorite things. So, Jamir, what is one of your New Year's resolutions?
Honestly, I want to be nicer.
You want to be nicer.
I feel like I'm just really mean to people.
You're really mean to people.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
I guess the viewers at home, do you comment down below if you think that Jamir's a little bit mean? I couldn't tell.
I mean,
but
I try.
Oh, I could.
he could. Explain.
His older me. His older me.
Well, I've known them, man, since like first grade.
So you've known him since first grade.
So
So
yeah,
that's just how you know.
I just know.
It's like instinctual, ladies and gentlemen.
Just know. I lived with him. I
Yep.
lived.
with him.
Lived.
Yeah.
Ex-roommate.
Ex-room. Oh, salt in the wound. It's okay.
There's no wound.
They still love each other. We all still love each other. So what do you mean by be less mean to you people? Do you just feel yourself as
Well, like,
a little bit down?
honestly, like, I guess be happier, and then, like, not to, like, everyone. I'm not really mean. I kind of try to respect people, but to you guys in general, I feel like I'm kind of a jerk. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a funny you.
Yeah.
We don't
I mean, I
mind
do it to be funny, but
We
still,
do it for the mean.
I feel like I could lessen up on it.
There's no bullying.
No, there's definitely no bullying here. So we got stay healthy, and we got better yourself in your mental state. So be happier. Tim, what is one thing that you told yourself you're going to do this year?
I am improving myself, health and body, by going to the gym for 3 out of 5 days a week, just because I only could do upper body. Yeah, I'm trying to improve my body.
Unfortunately,
getting back
like
from
last season,
ACL.
we explained Tim hurt his ACL during football practice, so
Yeah.
he's been unable to do a lot of stuff here on campus. But now he's almost fully healed. It's kind of funny watching him go up the stairs because he doesn't have to limp anymore. So he looks like he just flies up the steps now. But it's true. Tim in the gang here, except for me. I mean, I'm happy with myself right now. So I mean, everybody could be a little bit more, upbeat and fit, but I'm happy where I'm at. But the rest of the guys, they've been going to the gym a couple days a week. It's been pretty nice to check in our Snapchat group chat that we have for all of us.
Led by yours truly.
Yeah, led by Tim, and just see everybody go to the gym and just train themselves and get happier on a daily basis. So that's awesome, Tim. I'm great to hear. Keegan, what about you? What is one New Year's resolution you want to keep to?
One New Year's resolution is I want to buy another car and get back into drifting.
Okay.
Because I had to sell. I sold my last car and now I miss it a lot, so I want to buy another one.
Now, for the folks at home, what was your last car?
It was a 1992 BMW 3 Series.
And so, if for the folks at home that don't know what that looks like, this will be right here. That's a good-looking car. I know I like cars. Keegan and I like cars a lot. I think it's a pretty good-looking car. It's a nice. What is it? It's rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Right? Awesome. So, I mean, I'm a fan of drifting too. I can't do it because all my cars are front-wheel drive, and I haven't been able to pay for my own yet because college student, right? But he already has a Mustang. It's pretty fast. It's manual. If that's the stick shift for the people at home that don't know how to drive one, it's pretty tough. But I mean, you get the hang of it. But yeah, that's awesome, Keegan. Awesome. So over here, Ethan, what is one thing you'd like to accomplish in this 2019?
I have a couple things, but my main thing is honestly with track now. I used to be a runner in high school, and then when I tore my ACL my senior year, I've converted more to a thrower. So I just want to get better at that, progress that throughout the year. That's my main goal for this year.
See, I had no idea that you did that to your ACL.
Yeah,
This is new information to me, too.
My second week of high school football,
Dang.
my senior year.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, at least he's back. That's good to hear. So over there in the camo, we got Meh. So what is one New Year's resolution you'd like to keep back in 2019?
I don't make New Year's resolutions.
You don't. Explain why.
I just don't care to.
It's
You're that guy.
it is so hard to squeeze any content out of this man.
Unless it's history.
Unless it's history. Unless right here it's going to be all camo and he's going to blend in. So
He's already wearing green. so
He's
I think,
already
like-
oh, that's going to be horrible. So for it's crazy. For 2019, it's a new year. New year, new me. Right? I'm gonna be getting those gains, working out. No, my New Year's resolution is to study a lot more. I didn't really study last semester. I did once big test came around. I did, but I kind of threw the quizzes and stuff to the wayside because didn't really work. So, but my GPA was less than average last semester, so I'm looking to get rid of that. I'm happy to work for TCTV and work in this awesome James Pettis Communication Center here at Teal College. I'm the program director here, and I love to be in the communications field. And I'm taking 3 or 4 classes this semester in this building, so I'm hoping to raise my GPA and learn a lot more about these cameras. So, moving right along. Our friends over there on the couch just came back from an expedition. I wanted to talk to them a little bit more before the podcast, but I thought it would be great to just have it raw. So turning it over to that couch over there, boys, what the hell just happened?
So I guess I'll take the lead on this one. My idea. So in the room, we're roommates now, and we've been playing a new game, and it's just not running well on my Xbox. So I've had enough with it, and I decided I wanted to buy a PlayStation 4. Okay. So I went on, Let Go, the app where you can buy things from other people. I've been on there once before. It turned out pretty well. Nice guy that I met. This time, I was messaging people about different PlayStation 4s. Not a lot of people were answering. And so I finally get a response, and this guy is asking for about $170 for one. And I asked if he could go down to $130. And he said yes, but I'd have to come get it. And now we're in Greenville, PA, and he was in Youngstown. So that's about a 45-minute drive.
You went to Youngstown?
Yes, we went to Youngstown.
Youngstown, Ohio is
Is that where I saw you? You guys just starting to drive there when I saw you?
That is
He picked up the cash from
That's
Sheets.
that's one strike right there.
That's one strike.
Oh, there's more to come.
There's more strikes to come.
Don't believe me, there's more.
So I wanted to go tonight because I wanted to pick it up, and he's like, we should just wait till tomorrow. So I was like, I reasoned with him. I was like, all right, because I didn't want to go alone. That's just too shady for me.
Because I'm not gonna leave my buddy out to dry, so I'm like, I'll go with you.
So I messaged the guy that if we could go pick it up tomorrow around 3 o'clock, and he goes, it's gonna be gone tomorrow, but if you come tonight, I'll sell it to you for $130. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll come. And so I got him to go, and then I got our friend Willie to go, who lives in Youngstown, to direct us and guide us, Okay. So,
It's a long but painful story.
So we got the bodyguard, the buyer, and the enforcer.
and the guide.
And the guy.
And we had the Uber.
In the car.
So, yeah, we head out, and he told me to message him when we're almost there. So we're driving along, 30 minutes go by, we're 15 minutes away. I message him that I'm 15 minutes out, and he goes, all right, what kind of car do you drive? And at first I was like, that seems kind of weird, but then, if someone's pulling up to your driveway, you want to make sure it's the person you're expecting.
Right.
So I guess that was okay. And so I tell him what kind of car I'm driving, and then we get there to the address he gives me. This house is completely dark, no lights on anywhere. And it's a nice looking house on the outside, but on the inside you can't see anything. It's just dark. They don't have any blinds. And it looked like no one was home.
Oh, jeez.
And we pulled in the driveway at first. I wasn't going to get out and knock. I've seen too many horror stories about that. And I text him that I'm here, and he doesn't respond for about 7 minutes. And so we pull out of the driveway and just park on the street. And then I finally get a response from him saying, okay, I'll be right out. And then 10 more minutes go by, he doesn't come out. So I text him, because I wanted to go in to make sure the PlayStation worked. But at that point, I just wanted to get it and go. I didn't care if it worked at that point. I'd resell it or something.
It's a very sketchy neighborhood.
And so I tell him that he can just bring it out and, we'll do it on outside and I'll just go. And he comes, so we get out of the car when he says he's coming. We go on his porch once he waves us out and, he comes out the door. So he comes out empty-handed and I'm like, what's going on here? And then he goes, let me count the money. At this point, I left my wallet in the car just for insurance. I just had the cash on me. And I don't pull the cash out of my pocket at all. And he's just asking to count the money. So I ask him if I can see it, the PlayStation. And he goes in, yells at someone to grab it, and then comes back out and says he needs to count the money. And I said, I'm just going to wait until I see the PlayStation. So at that point, he goes back in, and I don't know about 20 minutes goes by? We don't see this guy at all. And I'm backing off the porch ready to go, and he finally comes. Some other guy comes out, and I was like, oh, okay. It's dark, so I couldn't really see what he was holding. I go up to him. He's holding an Xbox 360.
So basically, they wanted to
And then
get
I
him to count the cash, take the cash, lock the door, and that's it.
And then I go, I was here to buy a PlayStation 4. He's like, you wanted a PlayStation 4? I said, yeah. And then he goes, oh, I told him not to sell that because I wanted to keep that, and I told him to sell this one. And then I said, I'm not interested, and then we just kind of hightailed it out of there. It was a really sketchy situation. Wasn't for me.
Yeah, before he even, like, he missed the part, though. Like, before we even asked about, like, hey, you know, we're outside, you coming out, blah, blah, all that crap.
He asked who you with.
Yeah, he's like, who's you with?
He asked who I was with. He also asked what I look like.
Yeah. We were just like, I'm black. So
I said, I'm an 18-year-old college student. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
And that's what also sketched me out. He asked my car, who I'm with, what I look like before I even like met him in person.
So if it was just him, they would have probably jumped him.
So what was going through the passenger's mind? You guys on each side
I
of the
went out with him to the porch.
You went
Yeah.
out
I wasn't going alone.
I went out with
No,
him.
that's
to
good.
I'm like, you know, we in this together. We die together. We die together. It's whatever.
This is all over Naruto playing on the PS4.
We weren't gonna admit that.
We are risking our lives here for a PlayStation 4.
To play Naruto.
Tim, so were you in the car?
Yeah, I was in the car.
So what was going through your mind as you're watching these things?
Me and our friend Willie, we were just hanging out in the car. You know, we're sketching out. We're like looking everywhere. There was a guy across the street just sitting there with his pit bull, just staring at him. We're like, okay, now like this guy's just scaring us a little bit. Like, what you doing there? We were just looking everywhere, and we tried to look into the house, but that house was so dark you couldn't see who was at the door. It looked like they were just talking to a door. Like, I don't know how to like explain it. But it
Another
was
thing,
dark.
So I had my hands in my pockets most of the time because I had quite a bit of cash on me.
You had your hand on your hip.
No, it was in my pockets.
Yeah, both hands in his
And so I
pocket.
get a text. I look at my phone. Tim from the car says, "Get your hands out of your pockets. Look, relax."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't, man. This is really sketchy.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, like the guy thinks something else. You got your hands in your pocket. You know,
I guess.
Take him out.
That's dude. I mean,
But that's our story for tonight.
Road, sure, please.
But so like you said, so me and him got out of the car because, like I said, you know, he's my buddy. I'm not gonna let him go alone.
We ride together and we die together.
That's the motto. But so we get out there, and this porch looked shaky. And
Shaky.
I kid you not, like the floorboards were creaking as I was walking on them. So the dude comes out, he's like, "What's up?" We're like, "Hey, you know, here for the PS4. You know, like he said, give me the money." And I'm like, "No." So he's pacing back and forth for about 20 minutes, just walking up and down the steps. I'm just sitting there on the side with my hands in my coat pocket, like, we really about to get jumped.
That's facts.
Like when I heard him call up, "Hey B, get the thing," I'm like,
I get the strap. I got the carry.
that was going through my mind. I'm like, yeah, this could go really bad.
This could go south pretty quick.
Well,
we gotta title this with some clickbait.
They were in the house for a long time, and I'm pretty sure we were all thinking, it does not take this long to grab a PS4.
Yeah.
So I was ready to just leave before they even came back out.
Facts. That's really strange.
It was so sketchy.
Man,
This is another adventure at Teal College.
this is another adventure conclusion. This is the conclusion of Adventures with Jamir, Evan, and Tim, ladies and gentlemen.
They're probably gonna have more coming up.
Yeah, we'll follow up with you guys next
I'm
time.
not done with that PS4. The hunt continues.
So we're all back here, semester 2. We're gonna introduce to you guys a new segment. This one's called Versus. So we got 3 people over there, and then we have 4 people over here, right? So everybody, I want you to raise your hand if you own one of the following. Raise your hand if you own a Xbox One. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then everybody everybody out here, raise your hand if you have a PlayStation 4. There are 2 people on camera that raised their hands, me and Evan, and behind the camera we got Brandon and we got our trusty editor and cameraman Adam.
At least we can put it over.
Yeah, we don't have to go to sketchy websites.
I play it too. I play it. It works fine on my Xbox.
I don't know.
It's probably just his.
Super Xbox, Nintendo,
No, I don't.
PlayStation Express.
Because I get
So So on this episode of Versus, we're gonna go head to head. Xbox One versus PlayStation 4. Which one is the better?
Fan bases at the same time.
Yeah, this is gonna finally settle the debate. Which one is better? Unfortunately, we are outnumbered. Actually, yeah. Raise your hand if you have just the PC as a general.
Yeah.
You got one,
That's generally
two,
what I
three.
use.
Okay,
I
just
have one at
that's
home
just
that's
our
like a
workstations,
family.
and we play some games.
Do
on there.
laptops count?
Yeah, Teal gives us laptops, so we all have one for Minecraft. No, so this is gonna finally settle the debate: Xbox One versus PlayStation 4. So I want one case from somebody from the cast. Why Xbox One?
Can I go first?
You sure can.
All right, so honestly, I've had both consoles. I think they're both pretty great.
Okay.
They have their faults and, the pros. But the only reason I have an Xbox One is because most of my friends have it.
Right.
And I like the exclusives on the PlayStation. There's that. And controller standpoint, I've gotten used to the PlayStation controller as much as I have the Xbox One, so those are on even basis to me. But to me, they're both pretty much the same console, just different platforms, different games. But
Different operating
I don't
systems.
have an opinion on either of them. I like them both.
Okay. So that wasn't the question I asked, but
But I'm saying, there's no reason that one's better than the other.
I know what I like your modest opinion. Okay. So I need a case for why Xbox One is absolutely trash. So does anybody out here know you guys have Xboxes? You want to explain? Go for it, Evan.
I mean, yeah, sure. So,
Make sure the
first,
back-
microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
That's video
That's
games.
through games.
Yeah.
Xbox has a lot more than PS4, my guy.
That's through
That's through
games.
games.
That's just either.
That's not the console.
no, let's do the console.
No.
All right, let's talk about some pros for Xbox.
Okay, Tim.
If we
Yeah, it's
game
trash.
share. If we game share.
We can do that on the PS4 too.
So far,
Wait,
PS4 is losing.
Hold on. Hold on. If we game share, only one person has to pay for live. So you could just munch off of your friend for live.
So all
I have a
Xbox
feeling-
users are
no,
leeches. That's what we're getting at.
Tim.
I haven't paid for Xbox
Because you're too
Live
broke after
for
buying
6
one.
years.
He hasn't paid for Xbox.
So think about it. Through your years of younger, if you gamed when you were younger, did we all do
Yes,
that?
I was years of
yes.
younger at one point.
Okay. Did you game when you were younger? Video games.
I did.
Yes.
Okay, so you have all these memories of playing 360 with your friends, not PS3, right?
Yeah.
So you have all the.
That's unfortunate.
I have memories of playing PS2 with my friends, not 360.
That's
I
OG.
wasn't even. I'm saying first.
Oh, you
the first
played
time when it was online.
Online.
I played Xbox
Halo
original
Reach,
online.
Halo 3, Halo
Yeah, but that was awful.
2.
No, it wasn't that bad.
So no, go ahead,
Compared to
continue.
now, it was awful, but it was.
Jamir, go ahead and continue.
So more. I'm not saying all, but majority had more memories of playing online with their friends on the 360, like Call of Duty, Halo, things like that.
This is a fact.
I didn't play with friends.
You don't have it.
I knew that was coming.
No, the thing is,
And
my
the only-
friends are PC.
The only negative part that came with Xbox of that is that last day you played with your friend that you didn't know that was the last day. You never see them online again. That was the only negative part.
You see that scene offline? It's not even years.
It's kind of like your old Xbox friend you used to play Call of Duty Zombies with. You used to play with him every day, come home, be excited. And then you remember the Fast and Furious movie where Paul Walker unfortunately passed away, and they're in Vin Diesel's in his car, and then Paul Walker's in his car. It's oh, and they both go the different ways. That's what it kind of feels like. No, it's what? It's kind of the analogy. That is the equivalent of going on Webkins and then leaving your Webkins account your pets are dying. You haven't touched them in 18 years.
I had one.
I know, and your pets are probably dying.
Tamagotchi.
That's the same thing though. Anyway, I have a PS4, and I think I can explain a little bit better than Evan can. But I played Xbox One. I got it right as it came out. I didn't really like the platform that much. It was it felt rushed.
Toxic.
Yeah. I mean, everything on Xbox 360 was toxic, but it was a fun type of toxic. But I like the exclusives on PlayStation a lot more. Even though I don't have a lot of games, I play at a lot of other people's houses. The exclusives, like you said, exclusives are unbelievable. Especially, I have two words for the Xbox fans out here.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Fantastic game.
It's like
Fantastic.
Spider-Man.
I remember playing Spider-Man 2, the game, on GameCube, okay, with the web slinging and everything, and you can hold on to the helicopter like this. Then you can do the pizza. Everybody remember the pizza song? Like that was a meme. It was great. But PlayStation 4, great. I just have one downside for it. I got to give it credit to Xbox and Microsoft. Their Wi-Fi and their controllers are better. The LAN and the Wi-Fi controllers are better. I love the Xbox 360 controller and I love the Xbox One controller, but I've gotten used to a PlayStation controller and it's just how it is. I just enjoy playing it a lot more. PSN, you still gotta pay for it. You never used to have to pay for it, but now you do. I like it. It's a lot slimmer than the Xbox. It's not fast by any means from the school Wi-Fi, but it gets the job done, and I just like it as an overall console. So anybody over here want to debate that? Anybody want to say anything else that I said was wrong?
The only thing I would disagree with you about is Xbox One controllers being better than PS4 controllers.
Really?
I'm
Okay.
an Xbox One guy, but I think the PS4 controllers are better. The PS4 controllers have more mechanical skill within them, with having the actual sensors of being able to, whenever you go up, down, left, right, and that swipe pad too. So all those options right there. I mean, yeah. So
Up, down, left, right, BA, enter.
Yes.
See, no, you see, that's why Microsoft decided to make the Kinect. That way they could gain more money. You sell a Kinect if you want motion. You
Yeah,
have to use the
but
controller.
here's the thing. Xbox One doesn't have as many games for Kinect. They probably have like 5 or 6 games for Kinect.
games for
Yeah,
Kinect.
That's
exactly.
it.
Dude, stop trying.
Honestly, I don't think you could ask anybody around here who has an Xbox One. I don't think you could find anyone who actually has the Kinect for the Xbox One.
I had the Kinect for the Xbox One.
No,
Then
I'm
until I
saying-
sold
no,
it.
I'm saying-
lost. I had
Still.
I'm saying still. You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I use it for my streams.
Okay.
It's the only way you
Oh,
can
that's
stream on Twitch
smart.
with the cam.
That is smart.
That's smart.
But here's the thing. If you didn't get it earlier, they're $100.
Wow.
They don't produce them anymore. So I got mine at GameStop for like 40
Here comes
bucks.
the money.
So with the Xbox One Kinect, can you still go Xbox off?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
I actually did that to
You're just gonna
somebody.
scream it through the
That was
door.
awesome. Yeah, because like for people that don't know, the Xbox Kinect, for like people that just get it and they don't have a headset to use online, the voice comes out of their speakers. So if I'm in the middle of MW2 or something that's backwards compatible and we're in game chat, you can go Xbox turn off, and then their Xbox will turn off, and then they just leave the game. It was the best thing when it came out. It was
That's
actually
I have my Kinect mic shut off.
that's great. So Evan's got something. Go ahead.
So, just one more thing about why, I guess I'm a Sony fanboy, so I'm always going to be biased
Okay.
towards it, just being honest. Because I had a PS1, had a
Me
PS2,
too.
PS3, PS4, all
I
that.
have a PS3 though.
But the one thing I do say, I like the controllers better on the PS4 because we don't have to use batteries. It's just a charger.
Yeah, you have to pay.
Yeah, but when your controller dies, what are you gonna do?
Charge it.
Yeah, but then you got. But then, okay. You can plug it in. You plug it in, but then you have to worry about having a wire connected to.
Xbox One controller?
And
what's wrong
Xbox,
with
yeah,
that?
Xbox Ones can
I'm
do it as
gonna lay out
well.
the
Might as well
whole-
just change your batteries out, rechargeable batteries.
What if you don't have batteries?
What if you don't have batteries? You don't have a battery pack. You're
There you
paying.
go.
You're
What
paying
if you have?
for
What
batteries.
if you don't have
And
a
it
long
even-
enough cord? You have to be right up next to the PlayStation.
No, you don't. You've seen my setup. I'm
You-
like
it even
on my
charges
bed when
when
I'm
the
playing.
Yeah, me
PlayStation's
too.
off.
I have a long cable.
So,
Whose side are you on?
I'm just saying, it's a great feature.
we're referring to the PS4. He went 45 minutes.
I tried to go buy a PS4, let's be real.
So-
Yeah, you're just gonna own every gaming.
We just went over this.
I'm gonna lay out a scenario for you guys. So, and like Jamir said, everybody here have an Xbox 360. Anybody? Yeah, everybody. Xbox 360, greatest console alive. Just that's facts. There's nothing to compete. Like PS3, Evan's probably triggered, but PS3 it didn't even come close.
I agree with that.
You agree with that? Okay. So you're sitting there, again, we're playing MW2, but we're actually playing the physical hard disk on Xbox 360. We're all on a game chat, and we're 1v1ing on Rust. And all of a sudden, you hit this awesome shot, and you're right about to aim in on him, and then your batteries die.
Yes.
Everybody's had that moment. You've had one moment where your batteries just die, and then you're so sad because you die in zombies or a game. It's horrible.
Well, there's the stages of battery death.
There's a stage. It's a
Okay,
form.
so you have your controller when you're playing,
Okay.
and it says battery's low. You can play for a couple more hours, and then your vibration on the controller goes out, and then you're playing for a little bit, and then it starts turning off on its own.
And then you like force it. You're like, no, you're not dying on me.
As soon
Like,
as
give
the
it.
vibration goes out, it's over.
I personally can't play without vibration.
It's just like
Without.
it's kind of like the life of an Xbox 360 controller, right? So it's like yeah, fresh new batteries, like you're a newborn baby. Then all of a sudden you get like 3 hours in, and then all of a sudden your vibration goes off, and you're like on your deathbed, and you're like, oh no.
No, it doesn't have that PS4.
Yeah, because the rumble feature on PS4's controllers are trash.
It's true.
It's so bad.
You're right.
I personally started playing worse when my vibration went out.
Really?
I just started playing like terribly.
Consoles were invented so you don't have that problem with PC where you get those cramps in your wrist. And the whole reason the Xbox was invented, you've never heard of that.
Well, like carpal tunnel?
Yeah, carpal tunnel. That's what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you don't want your hand messed up.
you
So
want-
why
did you go
why
for
get a
one with the
PS4
PD?
controller when your thumb's gonna be cramped going like
Sorry,
this?
I had tendonitis
Instead of being
in my
comfortable with an
elbow.
Xbox controller, which is big enough to fit the palm of your hand.
Have you guys all held an Xbox One controller?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how it feels, right? It's
Fantastic.
on the back. There's nothing
It's
like
comfortable.
restricting you. It's okay. When was the last time you guys have held a 360 controller?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay, so
Everybody can go
holding
out
it
with
now, the battery pack in the back of the 360 controller gets in the way for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Like I didn't realize it before, like years ago when I was playing, but now I held it
No, just
not
as-
too long ago, and it's really hard to hold.
Now just imagine that
Also,
big
it's like
touchpad that
twice
you
as
don't even
bulky.
use in games.
That's not even in your way.
Controllers never really bother me, because whenever I buy a console, I buy a wired controller, so I never have to worry about batteries. I don't have to worry about the PS4 one dying. I don't have to worry about the Xbox batteries going out. I just have it plugged into the console itself.
Hippie. He doesn't use batteries. So
Environmentalist.
So the general consensus, PS4 is better. Unfortunately, this is it for the boardroom.
PC for life.
Tune in next week for our next episode, and we'll see you guys later. Take it easy, guys.